Hey guys, so it's day 10 of being on the one-to-one diet. Um, Today's been challenging to say the least because, sorry, you may hear fireworks in the background. It's sort of like fireworks night tonight, I suppose. Um, I I find it hard, and I think I said in my video the other day, when I'm around lots of friends and family. So uh, when I'm at home, just me on my own, I can quite easily not eat, because I do that a lot anyway. If I'm at home working or whatever, I'll just eat for a long period of time, and then I'll normally pig out at night time. So I can go days without eating anyway, just at home. But the second, obviously, I meet up with friends and family and we go out and do things, that's when it's really hard, and people are trying to encourage you to eat whatever they're eating. So anyway, today we have been at it was my niece's birthday party, so we went to like an indoor play area, which obviously they sell loads of like chips and burgers and all that sort of stuff, cakes and sweets. And then we went swimming, which actually we normally, when I go swimming, I feel really like achy, like not achy, but I feel quite tired after swimming. I don't know why, it just always knocks it out of me. So to prepare for that, I had a shake in the morning before I went to the kids' play area to hopefully make me feel full up so I wouldn't be tempted to eat. And then I had another shake just before I went in for swimming. And then I've had another product this afternoon. So I've spaced them out in periods of when I think I'm most likely to be weak-minded. So yeah, that, I don't know if you're watching this, maybe you find the same, maybe you find it difficult when you're around people as opposed to being on your own. Some people may find it the other way. They may actually struggle when they're on their own, but actually they're quite comfortable not eating around other people. I don't know. For me, obviously eating is a social thing. I don't smoke or drink or gamble. So for me, it's like, hey Glenn, when we meeting up for a meal? And that's what a lot of my friends will say. I met up with some friends the other day, just went around their house and they were drinking beers. And they said to me, oh, next time we meet up for a meal, Glenn, you want to go for a meal? And I was like, yeah. And I was thinking, God, I hope it's like, hope I don't see him for like 2 months or something. So yeah, it is harder. Obviously that will become easier maybe next week, when obviously I come off of just doing the shakes, because then I can have at least a meal and I can just explain to people like, I'm dieting at the moment, so I'll just have a plain chicken or just meat, or no carbs, just vegetables, something like that, because then it'll become easier. But when you're just on these shakes, it is actually quite it's quite an unsociable diet to do, really, if that's your main way of socializing, or even drinking, because you can't drink alcohol, you can't eat anything. So it is quite an unsociable thing. And we actually was meant to go to for a meal for my wife's best friend. It's her 31st birthday on Friday, and my wife actually said, oh, we're not going to come because Glenn's not eating. And they were like, oh, that's really, shame you can't come. And then I felt really bad. I feel like I've let my wife down now, because I'm like, oh, well, no, we'll still go. I'll just sit there with my shake. And she said, no, you can't do that, Glenn. You can't sit there and they're all drinking and eating and you're just having a shake. So she actually put it off. So that's really good of my wife, actually. So thumbs up to her. But I just felt bad for her, because I feel like now she's missed out on a social evening, of social gathering, for the sake of my diet. So yeah, it is I would say it's a very unsociable diet. If you've got a very active social life, so if you're meeting up with friends all the time, and your predominant thing to do with your friends is to eat a meal, it becomes quite difficult, I would say, mentally, because you've got to sit there and just watch while they eat. Like, and that's really, really hard. And like, even today, the wife and kids wanted McDonald's on the way from swimming, and I had to order it. So I ordered it through drive-through. I've gone to the next window, I paid for it, and then I had to hold the food and give it out to the kids. Then while I was driving home, I had to smell it, and it was really hard, actually. It was really hard to. You start thinking like, oh, I could just have this, and I could just have that. Or what if I just have nuggets? And you start thinking things, and it becomes really, and that's so much harder for me than just sitting at home and either working or being on my laptop, just having a shake. It's just because when I'm at home, I just find it a lot easier. So weekends are always hard for me because we're always out and about. And we was going to be out this afternoon to go and watch the fireworks, but the kids are really tired, and it's really cold outside today. So we were going to go to Southend for fireworks night, but we've give that a knock on the head. So that's another good thing. But this is why I picked now to do my diet, actually, because like I said in a previous video, I have nothing planned between when I started to pretty much my birthday. We might go away for 2 days somewhere. We were going to go and see the Northern Lights, but I think my wife's talking me out of that now, although I really want to go. So yeah, we may go away for 2 days, but generally I haven't got anything lined up. I haven't got any birthdays. I'm not going away anywhere. I'm not. And then obviously after that we got Christmas. So I thought this would be a good period of time, time of the year to do this. But even just going out for the day is quite difficult. That's from my point of view. You may be watching this and saying, well, actually, Glenn, I don't like eating in front of people anyway. I know some people are like that. So they may find it easier. So then the answer would be, while you're on this diet, go out loads. But please comment down below what you think is easy for you to do or what you find harder. I can tell that I've lost weight though from watching this video, not just because I've had a beard trim, but I can see in my face that I look like I've lost weight. And this top actually, so again, this top that I'm wearing was way too tight for me, and as you can see, it's actually a bit baggy, whereas it was really, like, if I push my belly out, it was really tight around the midsection, but now it's a little bit loose. So that's a nice feeling, because now I'm wearing tops that I haven't worn for a little while. My jeans as well, these were too tight for me a little while back. They feel a lot looser today. You can see there's a lot more room, so I can tell I'm losing weight. It's not just what it says on the scale. I can actually notice the difference, so that's really good. That's really encouraging. So I'm gonna, like I said, ride it out this week, and then on Wednesday speak to Nicola and maybe talk about introducing like a meal or a snack in the afternoon. I know the video I did the other day, I was saying I'm just gonna do a week on the like a couple weeks on the shake, but I'm gonna talk to her and see what she says. We'll see how much I've lost this week. If it's sort of like 3 or 4 pounds, then I don't know. I think I would like to introduce food. If it was something like 6 or 7, then I'd be like, right, that's a lot. I want to lose that again. But if it's sort of like 3 to 4 pounds, obviously I look at my friend Dan, who's probably like the closest person to me that I can compare myself to, although he's smaller than me. He's losing about 3 or 4 pounds a week, and he's eating, and I know he's eating like decentish. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, if I'm only losing 3 or 4 pounds anyway, I might as well have a meal in the afternoon and still lose 3 or 4 pounds, because then that makes my life easier. But if I lose like 7, 8, 9 pounds or something ridiculous like that, I'd be like, whoa, it's worth doing that just for a few more weeks, just until I get below 20 stone. Below 20 stone is a big milestone for me. I can't wait to be under 20 stone. A lot of people I talk to, I am 2 of them. I was talking to my mate Handy, and he was talking about how he's 11.5 stone, and obviously I started this diet 22 stone 6. And I said, oh, I'm 2 of you. And he was like, yeah, you are. And like, I think I'm like about 3 Beckys. I'm 3 of my wife. So yeah, getting below 20 stones going to be a big achievement for me. So that's it really. Thank you to all the new subscribers and all the likes on the channel. I really appreciate it. Please give this video a like before you leave and before you finish watching this video. It helps share the channel with other people that are searching for inspirational tips or advice, or just maybe vloggers of a diet program. And if you're new to this channel, if you've never seen my videos before, please click subscribe. Maybe you want to go back and watch my journey from the beginning. That's entirely up to you. So that's it from me, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 11, Sunday. I think we're out again, so it's going to be another hard day, but we shall see what comes. See you later, guys. Bye.